So we've made a few movies lately. We've been all over the place. We've been on the west coast of the South Island, Central Otago and the Catlins. But now we're back in our own backyard. But guess what? We're still making plans. And up here is our plan this morning. We're going to take the sea shuttle from Kaiteri and we're going to go to Torrent Bay, and then we're going to walk to Awaroa for lunch. And check this out. It is a beautiful day. Here we are, we're at Torrent Bay. I was hoping that Jackson, our skipper, would get us close. He assures me he has got us close. Hey, look! That's not too bad. And there's our boat. So we're now on our way from Torrent Bay to Awaroa and Awaroa Lodge. Pretty nice looking day. So you can actually take the boat to Awaroa Lodge, sit in the cafe, drink coffee and beer and eat. But we're going to walk because it's a pretty nice bush along the Abel Tasman coastline. And of course with a little bit of altitude, let me show you, comes some pretty nice views too. Hey there. We're at halfway pool now, and of course we're always looking for a swim spot. This won't be it this morning,
but it looks good.
But it sure does look like a good swim spot. So this is why you walk to Awaroa rather than taking the boat the whole way. You get to walk along some pretty spectacular track through some really nice native bush. So now we're just catching a wee glimpse down into Frenchman's Bay. So here we are at Falls River Suspension Bridge. 3.5 kilometres from Torrent Bay. Of course this fills right up with water at high tide. Great place to bring your wee boat or your paddleboard or your kayak. But there's still a wee bit of water required before you do that today. So 5.5 kilometres from Torrent Bay gets us to a little lookout down onto Medlands Beach. Got treated to some birdsong from some kaka this morning up in the sky. They were released here a year or so ago, still hanging around, so that's pretty cool. So this is just 100 metres or so from looking down to Medlands Beach. Pretty spectacular view of Bark Bay. And now we're at Bark Bay. Check this out. Check out all the people. It's packed. Anyway, just walking around the estuary of Bark Bay. Come on, Kaka, where are you? So here's another wee spring bridge, Waterfall Creek. No idea why they call it Waterfall Creek, none at all. 8 kilometres into our walk. We're just topping out about a 150 metre climb out of Bark Bay. And we'll stooge along here and then drop down into the beautiful Tonga quarry. Hour and 3/4 for us. Ooh. So we've just made it to Tonga. Unfortunately not the Kingdom of Tonga, but Tonga Quarry. That's Tonga Island, jewel in the crown of the marine reserve up here, and around the corner is Big Tonga, or Onitauti. So I just told some people not to put the cameras away yet because they were coming around the corner to here, and this, I reckon, is one of the best views in the park. It certainly reminds you that you're on an island in the Pacific Ocean. Look at that. So here we are, just trundling along on Onitauti Beach. Another view out to Tonga Island. Lucky there's a bridge. We might have got our feet wet. So we've just topped out on our final climb at a whopping 70 metres. And now, this sign tells me it's 20 minutes to a cafe and pizza at the Awaroa Lodge. That sounds like a perfect plan. So 3 hours, or just over 3 hours, and 15 kilometres ago we left Torrent Bay. And we've made our way north on the Abel Tasman track, and now we're at the Awaroa Lodge for lunch. So as is often the way, we've had a walk, and then we've had coffee and a whole pile of food, and now we're popping down onto Awaroa Beach. And check it out. What a day. So the only thing left to do after a walk and a big feed is to have a swim. And that is the perfect place to do it.